Moving on, and it was like a scene straight out of a movie. Priceless jewels stolen in broad daylight from the world-famous Louvre.
Crazy. The thieves remain at large this morning as authorities scramble to analyse DNA, fingerprints and also items found at the scene. And for more on this, we're joined by former FBI senior investigator Robert Whitman, who joins us from Philadelphia. Robert, thanks so much for your time. You founded the FBI's art crime team, so you know what you're talking about here. Where would you start with this investigation?
Well, Ali and Clint, I appreciate you having me on. What I would do, and what they've done, I'm sure, is they've gone out and they've gathered all of the material there that they left behind, the thieves left behind. There was a bucket lift, with an elevator on it, with a ladder. They had these yellow vests that they were wearing. One of them dropped their vest. They found a motorcycle helmet left behind, some gloves, even a bottle of liquid, which might have been something one of them was drinking. They left their arc cutter. So they really left everything behind, which is all forensic evidence.
The Louvre chief has blamed gaps in CCTV. Was that the museum's biggest failing or weakness here?
Well, I think that every museum that you go to, any large museum, there are going to be some gaps when it comes to CCTV, because not every square inch of every gallery is going to be on video. I think the biggest mistake that the poor woman made yesterday when she spoke to the French Senate was she chose her words a little bit, let's say, unpolitically. At one point she said the camera was pointed in the wrong direction. Well, if she was savvy politically, she would have said it wasn't pointed in the right direction, put it that way, or it was pointed somewhere else. But the word wrong really put a lot of heat on her. So people started blaming her and saying it was her fault. Ultimately, cameras are not the directors of museums don't pay for cameras. Governments do, museums do. So in this case, as usual, there wasn't enough security, but that's not unusual in the museum world.
I know a lot of people were shocked at the speed of this, that thieves were in and out in a matter of minutes. But in your experience, Robert, how much planning and premeditation would go into a robbery like this?
Well, I've seen many cases. I've been involved as an FBI agent, and after that, working undercover to recover art. I recovered about $300 million worth of stolen art and cultural property using undercover techniques all around the world. And in a case like this, I'm not surprised about the speed of the heist. Here's the thing with this. There were two parts of this thing. The first was the planning. Somebody used their brain and came up with a good idea. They did their surveillance, they did their homework, and they did a nice job. They really put together a good plan. But the second part was the execution. Very sloppy. The fact that they left all that material behind,
Robert,
they broke one of the crowns.
Robert, could this be an inside job?
Oh, conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that's always a thought. In the United States, we've done studies of museum thefts, and we found that 89% of museum heists in the U.S. have some insider component. That doesn't mean that it's somebody who works there. It could be anybody. It could be a delivery person, who spoke out of turn. So it might not have been, something that was meant to be, but usually there's some type of insider component. In this case, I don't think so. I think usually with the insider things that we see, there's easier access given. Maybe the alarms are turned off for a few minutes or something wrong. But in this case, everything worked. The alarms were there. 5 guards responded. They were pushed back by these guys because it was a robbery. They used those arc cutters, which are like blades, to threaten them, to hold them back.
Yeah, okay.
So in this case, everything worked the way it was supposed to.
What's the likelihood that we ever see these historical pieces again?
Yeah, that's the fear, isn't it? Usually when it's a painting, we get it back because there's nothing you can do with a cut painting or a painting that's destroyed. When it comes to jewelry, the fear is always that they're going to pop the diamonds, take out the gems, sell these things separately, and then try to melt down the precious metals.
I mean, they could have already done that already.
Yeah.
It could, but here's the thing: with these gems are well codified. We know what they are. They've been studied, and there's all kinds of information about them. So it would be difficult to sell those. Secondly, this material was made 300 years ago, almost 300 years ago. So it's not refined as well as 24 karat gold today. So the metals are going to have, the gold's going to have a lot of base metals added to it
Yeah.
to make it into jewelry. So the actual value of this material is a penny on the dollar.
Yeah.
Because the value historically is $102 million.
Robert Whitman in Philly for us. Thank you so much for your insight. Appreciate it. It's intriguing stuff.
Thanks, guys. Good to talk to you. It's been fun to watch the show.
It's been a
You
lot
never know
happening.
what you're going to get.